The missiles are launching. Attention, the missiles are launching.
There are no missiles launching. Laughing Place does not condone the launching of missiles unless it's good guys against bad guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest Walk and Talk as we are coming to you live from the Magic Kingdom in beautiful, moderately sunny, always perfect weather, Central Florida. My name is Doobie Mosley in the air-conditioned comfort of LPHQ, room number 17. The man in the park looking at the 100-acre wood would be Jeremiah Good. How you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm hot. I'm good. It's actually, the cloud cover has thankfully knocked down the temperature. I would say at least 15 degrees. So instead of me about to pass out like I was about 10 minutes ago, I'm able to move.
All right. So our plan of trying to keep you indoors and cool is out the window now that the clouds are out. Let's head for the treehouse.
Well, do you want to go over and see the Dapper Dance for a little bit?
Let's do that. Are they looking pretty dapper today?
They are.
Pretty dandy?
I don't know. Check their name tags. Oh, they don't do that anymore. That's right.
We got a long radio. We got a date tonight and so we down on Main Street. Please don't be late, don't make me wait. Just meet me down on Main Street. We'll take a ride on the old horse car. I'll buy you a chocolate bar, and you'll be the sweetest girl by far. Hello, Main Street, we've lost the day tonight at night. So be with us, please don't break and play with us. Me down on Main Street. We'll take a ride on the old horse car. I'll buy you a chocolate bar, and you'll be the sweetest girl by far. Down on old Main Street, Main Street.
That was beautiful.
That very much reminds me of Disneyland in the old days.
A lot of people don't know this, but Jeremiah, the man walking in the park today, used to be a member of the Dapper Dance until we poached him away to do our walk and talk.
Yeah, it was the coup of the century. So new Pooh characters with the environmental stuff.
Environmental stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. I was going to try to see what it's here. Can you read that?
It seems to be made from recycled materials. Fabrique avec au moins 85% de matériaux recyclés. So yeah, 85% recycled materials.
C'est magnifique.
So that Pooh could have been an Eeyore, could have been a Mickey. Now it's a Pooh. When you get rid of it, who knows what it's going to be. So we're going to spend a little bit of time checking out merchandise today. Something we don't do too much of, but we know you guys like it, and we also know it's air conditioned.
Yes. I know Mike focused on this stuff the other day. So are you going to go see Thor this weekend, Doobie?
It's up to Rebecca. We're deciding between Thor and Minions.
Well, I know you like the Minions more than the Thor.
It's much better reviewed, I'll tell you that. But yeah, Earth's Mightiest Hero. That's what Thor is, right? Earth's Mightiest Hero?
No, he's from Asgard.
Oh, good point. Doctor Strange. We haven't seen today's Miss Marvel, have you?
Yes.
Yeah?
I saw it this morning. It was I've loved Miss Marvel, and I know that a lot of people are like, I love it because it's like providing the deep backstory and like exposing, history and giving a real reason instead of just, hey, a guy's parents died and he decided to put on a bat suit.
So as Jeremiah comes into this room with a lot of clothing we're going to check out, I just want to mention some behind-the-scenes stuff here at Laughing Place. We've had a poll for the past 17 years on what's going to be the first new thing Disney does that Jeremiah doesn't love, and it's yet to pay out.
No, there have been a few things that I have not loved. If we want to talk directly about animated features, there's the Good Dinosaur from DreamWorks.
Okay.
Mars Needs Moms, which I actually refuse to watch.
You don't know you don't love it. Are those new Doonies in front of us, or just same old Doonies?
Really? What day is it? It's Wednesday, so yes. This is what I'm very entertained by.
This is the Disneyland Main Street Electrical Parade merchandise making an appearance here at the Magic Kingdom.
Even Elliot, which I'm glad I didn't buy back in California to have to bring across. They do have these, which I love.
It's an interesting design, but yes, it's nice, different and nice.
But again, electrical parade.
One team, one dream.
And I actually haven't even seen these when I was in California.
Heidi says it's light magic merchandise. I think Heidi might be a little bit off.
They keep going.
Light magic, all the way.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Justin. Hey, Steven. Heidi. Mike Max says that's a very unique shirt. Gio's here. Hey, everybody. We're in the Magic Kingdom live right now, so if there's anything you'd like to see, any questions, this is a great time to ask. Jeremiah is an expert on all things Disney.
Especially because I love it all.
Every single thing.
See, I don't like this backpack.
You're wrong.
I don't understand these. Like, it's kind of drawstringy, but it's not.
So Gergo is asking if you're going to see Mickey and Minnie. I know you saw them earlier. Can you talk about that experience?
Absolutely. Yes, Minnie joined Mickey in the Main Street or in Town Square Theater today for the first time since 2020, early 2020. They updated the banners. They put Minnie is in there looking amazing. One of the fun things about it is it was the first time that I'd actually even used the automated camera that they have in the meet and greets on Main Street and some of the other locations. But I haven't gotten a chance to see how the picture turns out because instead of having a photo pass person, they have the camera and the cast member controls it and they're just smile. But Minnie and Mickey look amazing.
So this picture here, this is the one you took, right?
Yes.
So there's Minnie and back with Mickey in their 50th outfits in the Town Square Theater. And then later on, once Jeremiah gets his photo pass picture back, we'll be able to show you what that automated picture looks like on laughingplace.com.
Yeah. don't think I'll get much closer to the stage to see those. But
What's the name of the current castle show?
hang on. I know it has Mickey and Magic in it.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Jeremiah knows everything. Can you ask one of these people if you can get on their shoulders?
Can I get on her shoulders, you think?
No. I mean, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely not making that close to the stage.
Popular show. Mac, I know you're out there. What's the name of the show?
At this point, I'm trying to get close enough to get the official name.
Oh, Gargo has helped us out here. Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair Finale. I mean, maybe it's not the finale.
Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair. I know somebody that is good friends with that. With that honor.
Pretty dangerous having Olaf out there.
Elsa is doing her flurry magic.
Castle shows are back. Minnie's back in Town Square. Jeremiah's phone may have just overheated, but we've only been doing this for 20 minutes.
I'm still there. Are you still there?
He's back.
Okay, nothing happened on my side.
Okay. Hi.
I don't think they were waving to us. So.
I don't think she heard me either, so All right, so we are walking into Tomorrowland. Remember when they used to have that dome over the entrance?
Yes, they used to have a completely different entrance.
Oh, good point.
So head over to Laughing Place's YouTube, and I believe we have an article up on the page about the new narration for the TTA People Mover. I wrote that earlier. The new narration is lots of fun, some fun throwbacks.
Is it a new narrator?
It is a new narrator also. Auric 5.
Auric 5. Kyle
Yes.
says if you listen closely, you can hear the Facebook copyright claims hitting our inbox. Hey, our job is to bring you the best coverage we can. We're not worried about copyright. We're not worried about monetization. We're worried about bringing you high-quality content. I mean, we are worried about copyright in an appropriate way, not monetization. Don't get me wrong. Facebook monitors.
I have not gotten a chance to ride Carousel of Progress, and I know that we won't be able to do that.
And that we also have that up on our site, though, the new changes to the final scene of Carousel of Progress.
And if you head over to our Twitter, you can see some changes to the Jungle Cruise that I want to say we were the first source to break that. They added in the explosions from the Gorilla Camp, a la the Disneyland update from 2 decades ago.
All right, Kyle, so make sure that gets to be an article on our site ASAP and push it. Changes to Disney World's Jungle Cruise. We're first. What are these red poles?
Lights. They were black at one point, and I want to say they were. Hang on, let's check the color. It's like a tree here. We can tell how old it is by its rings.
What's our line here like at Magic at Buzz Lightyear? It looks pretty long.
Well, that's just the lightning lane. The standby lane is 35 minutes. That I'm pretty sure in the old days we would have translated to about an hour.
Wow.
Yep. Remember, it is the hottest July 6th we've had in years.
Yeah, my Lamdego's been bothering me too.
So it's going to rain.
There's the Carousel of Progress. Is the People Mover have a line? I'd love to ride the People Mover. It's always a walk-on.
Yeah. I walked through half of the queue earlier, and I think I waited about a half hour. This is the end of the queue right here, so I would say it's about 45 minutes to an hour.
What has happened to the People Mover? This was the ride you could stay on as much as you want.
That was Disneyland in the in the early 90s, Doobie.
I've done it many times at Magic Kingdom. This ride used to just be walk on. Next Magic Kingdom stream, let's start from the People Mover.
Will do. The biggest challenge, I think, with the People Mover and the queue is they're holding people at the bottom of the stairs or at the bottom of the moving walkway because it used to be just free flowing. Like they never even had a cast member down at the bottom for when I first started coming. It was just like you said, where it's free to walk up. Now it's hold. Okay, people take a while to get onto the vehicle, send up more people, repeat.
Geo says, according to the app, TTA is only 10 minutes right now.
Yes. The Power and Light Company is having some construction done on the side here as we get closer and closer to Tron Light Cycle Run.
Which we still don't have an opening date for, but I bet you anything we have one by mid-September.
Yes.
After the D23 Expo.
Yeah, I would. I mean, we should really start taking bets on Expo announcements. I mean, that's a given.
What do you think the big surprise will be? The big talk coming out of Expo in terms of North American theme parks.
I'm going to make the call, and it'll be the Disneyland Forward. I know that Anaheim and Disneyland still aren't the bestest friends right now, but I think that could have been so far past the red tape that could be what we hear.
They're better friends than Florida and Disney World, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Hey, that tree on the left reminds me of the Disneyland Paris castle. Speaking of which, what do you think is the most beautiful castle around the world?
Disneyland Paris. Followed by the Disneyland castle, the original.
Disneyland Paris. Good answer. We had a nice fight over that during Disney Trivia Live yesterday. Gideon says not Paris. All right. What's the Speedway looking like?
They have a posted 5 minutes for the standby.
Let's do it.
Impressive.
Where you going?
That would not be a fun attraction with the gimbal. Didn't we try that once?
No,
And
we've never tried it. Get in there.
It was very much like the other attraction we did where I had to take the phone off the gimbal because the gimbal's movements likes to focus, and on there you're constantly moving.
Right, so we have some comments here that are important. Gideon says the big update will be a Figment update. And Geo says the best castle is the Magic Kingdom 25th anniversary castle.
I'm sorry, Gio. We didn't mean to block you permanently, but
That would be the birthday castle. And Mike Mack says no distracted driving. So sadly, we are skipping the cars, even though both Gideon and Geo would like you to. Can we at least watch them for a moment?
next time we do this, and Matt can join me in the park. He can drive, and I'll gimbal.
When was the last time you were on these cars, Jeremiah?
It's been less than a year.
Okay.
I did it for one of our Tron Light Cycle Run updates.
I've seen you drive. This guardrail is a big help for you.
It's the ever shrinking speedway.
All right, so we are about to step into new Fantasyland. Ooh, I just saw 7 Dwarfs Mine Train go by. Whee! You want to ride 7 Dwarfs Mine Train right now? You can. The wait is only 75 minutes, or spend $10 and come back and ride it at 7:40 p.m.
Ooh. I know this morning when I came through the park, before opening, I was looking at Lightning Lane reservations, and Jungle Cruise, again, before the park opened, was already at 3:30.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
they
Word must have gotten out about the changes. Now it's at 8:15. Gideon puts new in quotes in terms of new Fantasyland. I guess it has been nearly 10 years. At some point, we might want to dispense with
yeah.
that.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna let you have your moment. I've already destroyed your dreams a few times. So.
Yeah, I'm used to you destroying my dreams, Jeremiah.
I know. We'll walk back and look at the Tron Light Cycle Run from the Storybook Circus. They've actually put up planters, so you can't see that much of it because they are, of course, working on the train to get that back sometime soon. Also,
Do you think the train will return before Tron opens?
I don't think so. I mean, it definitely could, but considering Tron, like I was standing out here earlier, and they are just continuously cycling vehicles, where the train I don't think has been on the track yet.
Wait, we're going to be able to watch Light Cycle run cycle right now?
Yes.
Before,
Sorry, that was a lot of words.
before we do, can we take a walk through the soak station?
No.
Okay. Can we at least look at it for a moment?
Yes, absolutely.
Look at all these happy people being soaked. Jeremiah could be one of them, but he doesn't wish to be.
I am already soaked, so. No, one day we should definitely come. We'll put a plastic bag over Ward, and we will enjoy all the splash zones.
Good idea.
Yeah, see, they've added the shrubbery wall to block the train station. And when I rode the People Mover earlier, you can see the train tracks and the tunnel, and those photos should be up a little bit later on with our update.
Gio would like to point out, if you have an iPhone, it is water resistant.
Yes, the iPhone is. Ward is not.
And Gideon says he likes the numbers of the circus train cars on the soak station. I don't know what they are.
Okay, let's see.
Right, let's see if we can see some cycling on Tron Light Cycle / Run. Look at what a fun ride that looks like. Just by putting that cover over it, it looks so much more interesting.
I have had the chance to see it, both the exterior lit at night and, oh, here comes one. Nope, that's thunder. Okay. I've had to see the exterior lit at night and the interior. So all of this has different hexagons and lights up which different patterns than the exterior of it.
We have pictures of that on our site?
No, because they are definitely not in guest view when I see them.
Interesting. Yep, we're going to stand here until a car goes by.
There you go.
Not as fast as I would have guessed.
It may not be going at full speed.
Excellent point.
But I want to say it was about every 90 seconds or so.
And you've ridden this in Shanghai, pretty much the
Correct.
identical attraction, and it is an exciting attraction, no?
Yes. I definitely enjoyed it. This will be one that I'm looking forward to, not only because it was a very fun attraction, but Tron is one of my favorite franchises.
Very, very successful franchise.
Yep. Hopefully, part 3 will be coming soon.
I hear it's in development. In someone's head.
Sadly, it's not in the head of the original writer-director, because I believe he made a statement to one of the magazines a few months ago that said, yeah, Tron 3 is probably not happening.
Surprising considering the huge success of Tron 2, Tron Legacy.
But then again, he never expected Tron Legacy to happen. So,
I still can't believe they didn't call Tron 2.0. What a disappointment.
well, that was the name of one of the video games that led to the revival of Tron. So that was the biggest.
What are the numbers on these trains my son speaks of?
I'm a little sad, Gideon. You need to school your dad, so to speak.
He probably learned it from me, but I'm old. I forget things. Oh, I remember. It's 71, 85, 94, whatever the years of the parks were.
Yes, 71, 82, 89,
95, 90, 95?
98.
98. Wow. Those are the years that the 4 major parks at Disney World opened. And Villain's Kingdom scheduled to open in 2029.
Is that your prediction coming out of?
It is not. Derek C. believes the official opening date for Tron will be October 5th, 2029, though. I predict sooner.
I definitely predict sooner. I see this being, I don't think it's going to be the kickoff of the second months of the 50th celebration. I think this could be early spring.
Now, the sideshow circus meet and greet back there, I can't remember the exact name, that is not reopened yet.
It is not.
Okay. Gio says there's also a 55 train that we missed, but representing Disneyland.
Yeah. Nothing for 01. No love.
Story of DCA's life. No luck. Can we go watch the white train go by?
Yes.
Yeah, that wouldn't drive me crazy.
Dig.
Snow White. Yeah, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train opened a year after the rest of New Fantasyland.
Yes, this was actually my first major event with Laughing Place.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
After, much like Alice in Wonderland, a year after Disneyland's Disneyland. Or Who Framed Roger Rabbit, a year after Toontown.
Yes, but unlike Who Framed Roger Rabbit, this was not complete.
It just kept closed to build suspense.
Yeah. No, I definitely remember that story of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I was testing with the rest of Toontown, but they didn't have anything major planned for the following year, so they just decided to hold off on Roger Rabbit cartoon spin.
Marketing. Tyson said, can you do more SeaWorld videos, please? We haven't done a lot of SeaWorld. I don't think we've ever done a walk and talk from SeaWorld.
No, we did.
We did?
Yes. I will be there next Tuesday for National Shark Day. So we'll get some more videos over there.
We do cover major SeaWorld stuff. Let's take a quick look at Little Mermaid entrance. She's looking mighty fine. Yeah, we do cover SeaWorld, but not nearly as thoroughly as Universal and Disney. And there's obviously not as much going on there either.
No, it's hard for us to cover just roller coaster openings, which is what SeaWorld has become, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I definitely love Icebreaker, their newest coaster, but the shows or the animals, you can head on to our YouTube and watch the Shamu show. I don't know what version of it was called.
Sorry to interrupt before you get too far. Can we check out Gaston's if there's no line out the door? I haven't been in there in a long time. Gaston's Tavern. I'm looking forward to having 4 dozen eggs in a few days. So give me a week. Somehow I knew you wouldn't say no to air conditioning.
Nope. And it smells good in here.
Oh, ham, provolone, and Swiss sandwich. Warm cinnamon roll. That Gaston knows how to eat.
Although I don't remember the Goofy in Beauty and the Beast, but hey.
Yeah, Goofy dome cake here is a little interesting. Maybe it's not the character Goofy, it's just the description.
LeFou's Brew, $12.99 with souvenir stein. I would love for somebody to go back to when this area first opened and tell us the price at that time.
That never quite took off the same way that Harry Potter Brew did.
No. No, I mean, it's still good.
It is good.
I prefer Red's Apple Freeze to LeFou's Brew from DCA, but it is still a good option if you want something to give you a brain freeze.
But butterbeer is the best. Frozen butterbeer, and as my wife introduced me to, hot butterbeer is the best of all.
For me, regular, hot, then frozen.
Let it go. Let it go. Oh, not that frozen. So as we round the back of New Fantasyland with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train on the left, what's on the right?
Be our guest. Be our guest.
Beautiful Be Our Guest restaurant. Do people still line up along there for lunch? It doesn't look like it.
No, because it's not, with the reservations and the limited of, there's no real walk up anymore.
Just mobile order?
No, reservations or
lunch is not counter service anymore?
No.
Oh, live and learn.
Nope, they have not returned to the counter service, which, again, judging by how it's going, probably won't, sadly.
So lunch is now table service?
Correct.
I think that's a great idea, actually. I prefer that, for what it's worth. On your left is one of the coolest parts of New Fantasyland. It's just a couple of walls in the middle of nowhere. I'm a big fan of those. No sarcasm.
I love the sconces with the squirrels.
Yeah, the sconces. I love sconces with my coffee.
Mm.
They always have a fun themed drink here at this place. Can we see what they got going now?
Do you dip your sconces, or do you keep it in there to soak it up?
I like the soak. Get them a little bit softer. I'm a big fan of that. And then I sit under my trestle in my backyard and watch them.
Let's see. We still have the Wild Ride burger. I'm sorry. The Wild Ride is actually the frozen burger.
Oh, cool.
And the Wild Toad Rot
just like rubbing your nose in it, having a Wild Ride specialty drink.
Well, the devil chocolate mousse cake with the devil little thing.
It's either an homage or a ha-ha.
Oh, it's definitely a ha-ha.
Of course, Mr. Toad was there before Winnie the Pooh, and it was a huge, that was maybe the first huge fan movement, Save Mr. Toad. It did not work.
No. I do wonder if that were to happen today. Never mind, let's not get into that.
No, we're going to leave that speculation aside. Because I wanted to save Snow White, and instead we have Princess Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
Can we watch the carousel go around a bit?
Yes, because I will hide right here in this exit alcove in the shade.
Justin points out that the Save Toad website is still up. What's that URL, Justin? People. Oh,
I
it's
think
not
it's
a URL.
just Save Mr. Toad.
Okay. It's fun to look at what was going on. That was back in the 90s. There wasn't really kind of an internet, not nearly the same way.
No, because that predated like Jim Hill and
Right.
all of the groundbreakers back in the day. You know, I've heard if they turn this carousel on in reverse, you'll get younger. Let's see if they can speed it up. Let's see if people get older. Okay, we'll watch that girl right there. She seems thrilled.
Just
Oh,
last
there
week
she is with the ears.
we watched Triton's Carousel. No, Jesse's Critter Carousel.
Yes.
All right, so apparently savetoad.com is the URL. It'll redirect you to the one Justin just put there. So yes, miami.edu is hosting your tax dollars at work, hosting the Save Mr. Toad website for the past 20 plus years.
What is there still a petition on there? How many signatures did that have?
Is that a photo pass spot there by the pull the sword out of the thingy?
It is.
That's cute. They
It's
don't do that
bad.
show anymore, right?
No. We could sit there. I'm sure that PhotoPass person has the best job of, and again, things that Laughing Place does not condone, watching the people put their hands on the sword and burn them. Because that is a hot sword.
And then get the picture just as they realize it.
Yes.
What's this on the left? I don't really recognize the red and yellow. Is that new or just my stupidity?
It is not new, but the colors all seem to have gotten brighter. What is that song from Frozen?
Let it go.
No, I believe it's the Frozen Christmas.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go on our YouTube and watch the Arendelle Dining Show, and you'll fall in love with every single Frozen song. But then you'll be like, wait, which movie short is this from?
yeah, we have full video of the Arendelle show and the World of Marvel show from the new Disney Wish on our YouTube channel. But check those out. I would like to point out that we got copyright strike, no monetization.
I will let you know that, yes, we have the full show, but as with every Marvel experience, there was a post-credit that we did not capture. So the only way you can see it is to go on the Disney Wish.
Yes, that is the only way. So when do we officially cross over from New Fantasyland to Old Fantasyland?
Those walls.
Okay.
Yeah, that was supposed to be Fantasyland Forest was what it was originally called.
So we were watching some old videos the other day, and we remembered when that Rapunzel Tower was in the Germany train.
Yeah, but it grew quite a bit.
What's so funny back there?
Yeah. I saw that also. Did you know that the Rapunzel Tower was originally part of Flower and Garden? No, it wasn't. But thanks for taking those clicks.
We are now walking under one of the coolest parts in all of Magic Kingdom. If you go to Sleepy Hollow, make sure you eat upstairs, one of the few second-story views in the park. Take advantage.
So, notice something different?
No, what? What's different?
This.
Cash register?
This was where the photos were, and where the cash register was, they've added more display.
I haven't seen Haunted Mansion merchandise in a while. Let's take a nice, good look at what's in here.
But we're kind of spoiling an article we'll have later on today, but sure.
That's okay. Okay.
New sweatpants. There is a new women's lightweight shirt.
You meet a woman wearing that.
I do like these these shorts. They're very nice. But this is probably the coolest because this is textured.
Can you back up a little bit? We can get a little better view of that. That is pretty cool. What's the retail on that?
This one, I believe, is the $36.99, which is the current going for most shirts. And here's a hoodie.
Very nice.
Some of the shirts you like to rock. I know you like to take everybody to your gun show.
I like to show off my bites and my tripes.
But yeah, with the moving of the register, it did definitely open up some more space in here. So I didn't get a picture of this earlier, but this shirt is just horrible, but I love it.
A tomb with the view. That's funny. I like that. What is the name of this store?
Memento Mori.
55 minutes for Haunted Mansion, or come back at only $4.15 with your Genie Plus. If you don't have Genie Plus, you're not going to Disney. You know what'd be cool? They just included Genie Plus in the price of admission, so everyone had it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. How about instead they got rid of Genie Plus and they got rid of Lightning Lane? So they were just 2-hour waits.
Genie Plus is, what is it, $15, right? Yeah, $15 add-on, and it allows you to ride several rides up to one time. You schedule it all from your app, one at a time, or 2 hours after your prior schedule. And skip a lot of lines throughout the day. Most people, I think, find it's worth it for $15 per person in your party.
Here at Magic Kingdom, I will always condone it, especially if you get here early. And then you knock out some of the big stuff early on, and then you can do the other attractions later throughout the day.
And the waits today aren't that horrible, but to be able to do, some of the majors like Jungle Cruise, Big Thunder through Genie Plus would be nice. And then, no more than 40 minutes or so for most of the other non-huge rides. Obviously, Splash, Space, those are longer. I don't mind waiting an hour for Space. It's waiting an hour for Jungle that's hard to do.
See, I'm actually the exact opposite. Because I have no problem waiting in a covered queue for Jungle Cruise for 30 to 45, but waiting to my back to get realigned on Space for an hour is a little challenging.
Mine's a little bit on the ancient side.
I was next to some guests that were discussing with a cast member about Space Mountain. The cast member was like, yeah, it's really rough for older people. That's going to be on the next shirt that should come out.
Where's the Mara Lilybell?
On the other side of the island.
Do we know this for a fact?
Yes, I saw it earlier.
Okay.
If not, I'm really worried about those people that are waiting up there, though.
There is not enough room for a boat to sink in this river. There's Tom Sawyer Island, which is open. In fact, you can see a raft going over there right now. The old mill with the birdie inside. Fun place to run around, right, Jeremiah?
What about Daddy and Mommy together?
Yes, it is. We one day let's put a pin in this, Doobie. when the temperatures start to cool down, in January, we will do a walk and talk. We'll start on the island. We'll do the entire island again because we haven't done that, I think, since last year. And then when we get off, we'll head over and do the treehouse.
I want to do with you, Jeremiah, when the weather is better, a Sunday where I don't have to worry about, other jobs, I want to do an extended day in the park walk and talk with you. You've got a battery pack going, overheating's not a concern, and we do like a 5-6 hour walk and talk where we go on a lot of rides.
That is something we can definitely try, although the go on a lot of rides statement might be a challenge because with the gimbal, we don't have a lot of options.
We'll figure it out, Jeremiah. Other streamers figure out a way to do it.
Oh, there she is. See the Lily Bell over there? Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell. Oh, did I
Lily
say
Bell's
Lily Bell? I'm sorry.
Yes. No, I was like, wait.
It's the train, right?
See,
Let's watch Splash.
Yeah.
Gotta watch Splash.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure coming 2024 to a Disneyland or Magic Kingdom near you.
Not Tokyo, right?
No, Tokyo is keeping Splash Mountain, which is great because their Splash Mountain of the three, I would say, is the best, and you don't really get wet on it.
I thought that was a train for a second. It's not.
No.
Justin, zip, 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 zip. It's pretty crowded over here in this part of Frontierland.
Yes. So here, I don't know if you guys, well, I guess you haven't done a parks talk, but I don't know if you've thought about this. So with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, do you think they're just going to extend New Orleans Square to include that? And then just have Critter Country be Pooh? Or are they going to turn that in like Pooh's Corner land?
It's a great question. I think we'll find out at the expo. My prediction is New Orleans Square will take over Critter Country and Pooh will just work in New Orleans Square.
That doesn't make any sense at all, sadly. But
You heard it here first.
I think they could be calling that area Pooh's Corner.
No.
Okay.
Maybe they'll switch it back to Bear Country.
So long, Oogie Boogie. You're out of the Haunted Mansion holiday.
But it's a given that you think that New Orleans Square will take over, will encompass Splash Mountain.
I think they will, which it doesn't make a lot of sense calling it New Orleans Square anymore, but I think that we could see that, that's New Orleans, and then that out there is the Bayou area.
Here is my bold, super bold, you heard it here first prediction, Doobie knows all. Princess Tiana is so associated with New Orleans that all of New Orleans Square will be renamed Tiana's Place.
And then they're going to redo the Pirates of the Caribbean to Lewis's musical something or other.
They will not, but perhaps they'll retheme one or two of the, French Market or Cafe Orleans.
Well, people have been pining for that since the film came out. I've always felt that French Market could have been rethemed to Tiana's Place.
So, you heard it here first, people, or maybe someone else already said it.
But if you're watching our stream, we said it first. So.
And this will be step one in putting IP on all the land names throughout the Magic Kingdom.
What do y'all do? Oh, it's right there.
Pirates of the Caribbean is finally reopened at Disneyland, but it never closed here.
Nope. I am really wondering about any major refurbishments happening after the new year. Because, unlike Disneyland, we were only closed here for a handful of months, and they didn't have the chance to go in and work on any of the attractions during the shutdowns. Because it was pretty much nobody's allowed in, and then everybody was allowed in. So,
40 minutes for Pirates here.
Correct.
Be cool if they added a restaurant here, I think.
If they're going to add anything, they need to add about 7 more minutes to the attraction.
Justin says he saw a walk around Jack Sparrow at Disneyland for the first time.
Jack was out meeting and greeting here earlier.
Look at all those strollers.
Yeah, that is, you as somebody who had a stroller at some point. Well, I guess it was more Rebecca pushing you around in a stroller. It dumbfounds me to think, like, in the 90s when we used to go to Disneyland and there was an off season, and even during the summer season, you never saw that many strollers in one spot.
And every one of those strollers represents a happy child. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
It would have been great if there was a child just screaming right as you said that. But no. Here's something very funny to look at. The Leaky Tikis, which often people just completely run past, has now become a cooling spot.
Can we look for a second? I want to see people get cool.
They're not really getting cool. They're waiting for the water to... Well, that gentleman is cooling off his cooling towel with the water squirt.
It's interesting that when the humidity is so high that all you want to do is get more water on you.
Yep, I in between my earlier visit and that time where I was an idiot and didn't have my equipment for this walk and dock, and I ran home, one of the first things that I did was change my shirt because I could have wrung out my previous shirt.
I miss Florida so much.
Still no Magic Bands released, or Magic Band Plus, which I keep looking for.
Are you surprised it's taking so long?
Well, they told us at the event that it was going to be June, which, we all know that everything is subject to change, especially when supply chains, all of those.
Yeah.
Plus, this new technology is something they have to also take into consideration. I did have a chance to speak to somebody who did a test of the Bounty Hunter game in Disney's Hollywood Studios, and they said it was lots of fun, but you use your phone and your Magic Band Plus. One of the things that we know, yes, that was beautiful back there, Gio, thank you. So we've experienced firsthand how quickly a phone can overheat, and we also know very well that you can't really see things that well on your phone in the direct sunlight. So that was one of the challenges they said of the game, was trying to see things on your phone.
And unfortunately, on your Disney Wish, Kristen Cruz, the Uncharted Adventures game, which is played on your phone, at least partially, was not available.
No, we did get it tested out, and it was very interesting because I was able to go do the WDI preview last August, where they kind of gave us a chance to experience it. And the difference in between that and what we saw was almost night and day. Like, there were probably 2 or 3 things that were still left over from the programming I saw all those many months ago. So it's amazing how much technology can change in a short amount of time.
I know, it almost changes as fast as technology.
I know.
You just ran right past that very cute 2 gold statue. If you see another one, I want to get a little bit longer look.
Do you want to see Gold Pooh or Gold Tinkerbell?
Tinkerbell. She's much prettier. No offense, honey.
It's okay, dear. I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. I'm very surprised at the the connectivity and the stamina of my phone right now.
I know you've been hoping for an overheat. Cut the day short.
Wouldn't have mattered.
You actually sat on your phone the whole way to the park. There's Tinkerbell for the 50th. Isn't she pretty way up there in the sky?
This will be, there are a couple of ones that I really want to try with the Magic Band Plus. This one and Figment, I think, are the top two. I'm guessing we'll just hear, Tinkerbell flying here. And Figment, who knows what we'll hear from him, because the interactivity with Magic Band Plus, you will hear different characters talking or sayings or Lady and the Tramp. I wonder what we'll hear.
Looks like we have some news today. Yeah, I guess it's news yesterday. It's not that big a news.
Welcome, friends, to the world's most magical celebration.
Thank you.
Chapek to get a $20 million bonus annually.
Kingdom, we invite you to celebrate 50
You can go to a more deserving
years
Christmas.
with Mickey's Magical Friendship Band.
Starting in just 10 minutes.
It all starts right here, where the magic feels like home.
We have walked this entire park.
We have.
It's amazing. So we visited the shops on the, as we face it, right side of Main Street. Can we, as we go out, go through the left side?
Yeah, I was thinking of heading into the cinema to see the Vault collection.
Okay.
Not because they have the most powerful air conditioning vent in all of Disney parks, but because, it's because of that.
I was going to buy you an ice cream here, but I think the line's too long.
Actually, there isn't any line. These are all people just standing directly in front of the shop.
Oh, in that case, I lied. I wasn't going to buy you an ice cream.
That's okay. I will definitely say one of the downsides of unlimited ice cream on the Disney Wish is my stomach. Going, you don't need any ice cream for a few days.
Is your stomach reminding you you're 40 and lactose intolerant?
No, that was much more of the rich food at Enchanté and Marvel. Arendelle, I can't even remember anymore.
One of the most exciting changes on the new Disney Wish is in the upstairs quick service food offerings. They've essentially added a Chipotle. That's exciting.
Yes. And that was probably my favorite of the food options. I did enjoy the kielbasa and potato salad and mac and cheese at the bar at Goofy's. Nope. Daisy's was pizza. I can't remember which character.
I don't remember them either. I don't have them down yet. Other than Daisy's pizza, is the only one I remember. Who had the barbecue? I'm asking my wife. Gio points out that Center Street's getting some new brick, looks like.
Yes, they put up a greenery wall so you cannot just walk up and see or take pictures.
Mickey's the one doing the barbecuing, of course. Goofy's got the burgers and the best chicken strips on land or sea.
Smartest dog in the world right there, right underneath that air conditioning vent.
Insane. I dare you to try to stand here. Minnie's got the ice cream. And Daisy's got the pizza.
Yeah, that entire quick service was amazing. I loved that, but definitely the Mexican food was probably my favorite out of all of the options that they had. Lots of the map merchandise now. They have the bucket cap, the puzzle. There is the Magic Kingdom Harvey's bag. This is as far as I'm getting because the air conditioning's right above me.
Well, we've got a little more breaking news. This one really is breaking like right now. The Cleveland Browns have traded Baker Mayfield. Finally got a trade for him to the Carolina Panthers in exchange for a conditional draft pick.
And if there is one thing that goes with live streams of the Magic Kingdom, it is football.
I love both almost equally. You're going to have to walk at some point, Jeremiah.
I know, especially since I'm going to have to go home and take a shower.
Are we in the confectionery? Which team we are? I want to see some fudge. If we can see some live fudge, I'll be very happy.
I'm afraid of what live fudge is. Fudge.
Yeah. Oh, this is relatively cheap, this stuff, honestly.
It really is.
A huge dessert.
Remember when they used to have the buy two, get one free fudges?
Do they still have the fudge store in Disneyland next to the shooting gallery?
No, that's the pin shop.
Oh, yeah, I'm old.
Now we do have the Tron Light Cycle Run photos up on the site, so go check that out.
Geo cares about the news. They said they're going to have to change those insurance commercials. This is a great store. Even if you're not interested in what they have here, people, walk through this store. It smells so good.
Yeah. And sorry, I was going. Look at.
Wait, stay here. Let's watch her make one from scratch.
I definitely would not eat that. I don't like marshmallow that much. And then they pass it over and dip the ears, and then they let it cool. Over on that side, she is making the Rice Krispie treat ones. And then, of course, here are the apples. Oh, look at that ear falling.
I would like an episode of Serene LP, just trained on here for like 20, 30 minutes. That's awesome.
This is one of those things. The candied popcorn area. When this was first announced, I thought that this was going to be the busiest section of the store. But I don't think I've ever actually seen somebody do the, you pick your popcorn, then you do the syrup, and then you combine with the candies. I think this was one of those ideas that they had, like in Tokyo, this goes over so well.
Yeah.
And then they brought it here.
Did they remove the mouse ear shop for that?
Yes, that's in the back section of the theater now. Look, it's like we are right back where we started. The 100 Acre Wood characters are at the train station, and the Dapper Dance are out.
It's not like the park was on a schedule or anything.
Yeah. Here, we can take a look at the new banners that they put up. 75-minute wait to meet Mickey and Minnie.
Ouch. Worth every minute. Hello, Lucas. Again, we have covered that, so if you want to see what it's like to meet Mickey and Minnie in Town Square, check out laughingplace.com.
I do have to say, walking in here right now, I just smelt Tony's and got very hungry.
Tony's Town Square, where you can eat like a dog. No, that was a Fox and the Hound dog. I'm talking like me and the Tramp.
Rough.
Oh, Kyle, if you're out there. Who else can you meet in Tony's Town Square?
Tinkerbell will come back at some point, maybe.
Oh. So do you meet Mickey and Minnie together?
Yes.
And there's no meeting on the other side?
Not that it is just the first, it's just the first theater where you can meet Mickey and Minnie. There is nothing in the back where Tinkerbell was.
Okay. All right, Germ. You've done an excellent job today.
Thank you very much. I am going to go take a shower and sit in an ice bath and
So if you would like to watch that on a live stream, just check out Jeremiah's YouTube channel.
yeah.
Otherwise, stay tuned to this one because in just 2 short hours, we will have Marvel Time featuring Mac and Benji talking about the week in Marvel, which will undoubtedly feature this morning's episode of Miss Marvel. Otherwise, make sure you like and subscribe, ring the bell. We go live a lot on this channel. We have many awesome videos, including lots from the Disney Wish with more to come. Until we talk again, Jeremiah will say goodbye as only he can.
Au revoir.